Hello, I'm State Representative Mark Klicker from the 16th Legislative District. I want to talk to you about one of our top priorities this legislative session. We came into the 2021 session with the goal to create a state operating budget that would continue to fund the most important programs and services without raising your taxes. The governor has already released his budget plan, and not surprisingly, it includes additional taxes. While neither the House or Senate Democrats have yet to share their budget plans, there's no doubt that their proposed budgets will also include plans to raise your taxes. One of the key components of the House Republican budget plan is to withdraw $1.8 billion, that's with a B, from the state's rainy day fund. This money would provide funds for much needed relief for the losses from the COVID restrictions. Can you think of a more fitting time in our state's history to use that rainy day fund? The money in the reserve account is for emergency situations, which is exactly what we're experiencing right now. It's not just raining, it's pouring. If we can't use this money for COVID relief, then what can we use it for? Thousands of people's livelihoods remain at stake, and now is not the time to play politics with this fund. Washingtonians are suffering and they need assistance. By using the rainy day fund, we can avoid raising taxes and we can offer real relief. And COVID relief is just the beginning. The Republican budget does so much more. It helps all of Washington, including working families, students, vulnerable people, and small businesses. Additionally, it breaks a cycle of unsustainable spending increases, which have increased an average of 16% over 3 biennia. The majority party has been spending money at an alarming rate. It's time to stop this reckless spending and better use what we already have, despite what the majority party might say publicly. The government is not hurting for money. We actually have enough. With that being said, there are several programs and policies that just don't work. Just because a policy is in place doesn't mean that we should continue to use it. If something isn't working, then maybe shouldn't we find something better? As your state representative, I stand by you in the effort to find real solutions and get you and all of Washington back on their feet. And I'm proud to say that the House Republican budget would do exactly that. So to recap, our budget would fund working families tax credit for the first time in its 12-year history. It would create a sales tax exemption for basic necessities like prepared food and diapers. It would increase federal allocations to school districts contingent on them reopening. It would provide ongoing homelessness funding for cities and counties to clean up encampments near schools, parks, and playgrounds, and ban injection sites. It would invest in community behavioral health by triple the amount of the governor's proposal. It would replenish the unemployment insurance fund to replace fraud losses and mitigate skyrocketing unemployment taxes. It would provide temporary business and occupation tax relief for restaurants and other hard-hit businesses. It would provide additional funds for foundational public health without a tax on health insurance. And lastly, it would do all of this, all of it, without any new taxes. Now is the time that we as legislators must help the people of Washington who need it the most. This budget would do just that, and it would provide real solutions without adding more burdens to families and small businesses. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm State Representative Mark Klicker, and it's an honor to serve you.